And we continue on here. It's the semifinals of the Rise to Greatness tournament. Alongside Dickerman, I'm Brian Fritz. Two fights coming up here to determine who will be fighting in the finals of the tournament.
Yes, two of these guys going to go on to glory. Two guys going to fall to the wayside. Our first matchup, we got Riksta taking on KingSeyton. Riksta, of course, you see him there as Asgard Warrior, but that is Riksta. He was victorious earlier tonight. Then, of course, for life, coming back to take on Toyooka.
Yeah, we'll see welterweight action in the first fight, then light heavyweights clashing in the second fight of the evening. Like we said, the winners of these two fights will move on to face one another, see who's the best of the best here in the tournament. That coming up next month. We take a look at our first two fighters here. Riksta taking on KingSeyton, and you can see high stamina, high stand-up skills for both guys, ground skills as well. Submission skills a little bit lower when it comes to Asgard, but both guys boxers, so you expect them to stay on their feet.
And you notice Satan, his numbers aren't really that high on submission, but the guy is a submission master, so he can still pull them off. We saw him last round. He won his fight with a Kimura. Can he pull it off again? We're going to find out next.
Remember, we're fighting under Valley Judo rules here.
Yes, that means kicks, stomps, knees, pretty much anything you want to do, you can do it. Welcome to Brazil.
There is KingSeyton, like you said, Dickerman, victorious in his last fight by submission. This is a guy that's won nearly 2,100 fights and over 1,000 of them by submission.
Riksta looked very good in his first part of his tournament tonight. He was very dominant in all positions, whether it was on the feet or the ground. We'll see what he has to offer here with KingSeyton coming up. He looked good.
He absolutely did. And you're talking about somebody now with over 2,200 wins. Both of these fighters, master black belts.
There you see it. Don't really look into those numbers. Those aren't the true numbers of these guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us at Sao Paulo Stadium. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer. Fighting out of the United States, Erwin Butcher Burnside.
There is KingSeyton, sans the
and
sideburns.
Now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer. Fighting out of Australia, Cy Webb.
There he is, Riksta. Like I said, very dominant in his first fight tonight. Love to do it again against Satan.
Você está pronto? Vamos lá, lutem!
Here we go, first fight of the semifinals, Rise to Greatness tournament. See Riksta there, black trunks with the red trim. KingSeyton in the all black trunks. With
the tattoos. KingSeyton been very busy on the forums. He's the promoter for the Strikeforce events. Very interactive on EASportsMMA.com.
Both guys coming out throwing a lot of punches here early on. If you're not already in there, join us right now in the chat room, EASportsMMA.com. Preston hanging out in the chat room right now.
These guys busy to begin with. Fists of Fury.
We talk about those finals coming up next month, October 19th, and you can already see Riksta stunning. He's a big soccer kick to the face. KingSeyton in control right now.
Nice start here for KingSeyton. Less than a minute into this fight. He's let Riksta taste his feet already.
Talk about the finals coming up next month. There'll be some other fights on there, but the finalists, best of 5 fights, one fight in each weight class. Also on that show, we'll see the Battle of the Promoters, stick ticking on Rupp. Jason from MiddleEasy.com is going to be putting together some fights as well, and a little special bout between you and me.
Yeah, I'm telling people, whoa!
KingSeyton now stunned. Riksta firing with shots, trying to knock him down, stuns him again, puts him down on the ground. He's trying to finish this fight right here.
Satan able to survive. Riksta had an opportunity to throw knees there from that north-south position, but did not take it. Satan trying to hold on. Riksta just pounding away at him.
Incredible fight so far. Both guys going down within the first 90 seconds.
Satan on the bottom here. Has a chance to look for a submission if he so chooses.
And there he's looking for an armbar right there.
Riksta uses that opportunity to pass to half guard.
And he gets in the side control here. Is he going to go for a submission or look to get full mount?
Satan's going to look to get back to his feet. He
Good
does
job
just
by
that.
KingSeyton like that. Pushes him out, gets back up on his feet.
Good back and forth matchup here thus far between these two guys.
I love it.
4,000 fights between the two of them. 4,000 victories between the two of them, I should say.
Seyton looking for a takedown there, maybe. Lands a shot right to the midsection. Fouls up with a punch. Riksta stays on his feet. KingSeyton trying to take advantage of this.
Riksta trying to juke and drive, avoid those shots while he recovers. That was a body shot that hurt Riksta. Maybe a liver shot, as Boss Root would say.
Riksta gets the underhooks and a big takedown right into side control.
Not where Seyton wants to be right now.
Talk about Riksta, a guy that's got some submission wins of his own. Over 575 submission wins on his record.
Riksta on top, looking to see what he can do, just kind of controlling Seyton right now.
Remember, with Vale Tudo rules, not only the kicks and stomps on the ground and the knees, but also a 20-minute round to start things off.
That is correct. There's still well over 16 minutes to go here in this round. We're just getting started.
Riksta staying very busy in this position, trying to wear down KingSeyton a little bit. See if he can find an opening here to advance.
Riksta's a great control fighter. He gets this guy in a position and he holds it and he just wears away and he picks away at him. And that's what he's trying to do right now with KingSeyton here in side control. He does have opportunities for submissions. Whether he'll go for them or not, it's a question.
He seems pretty content to be in this position. Hasn't looked to go for a full mount here. For Seyton, you can see trying to sweep out of that position.
Yeah, he wanted to dig that underhook in and get standing back up to the vertical position. Riksta would not allow it.
You see Riksta trying to advance there. KingSeyton blocks.
First step anytime you're down on bottom like that. You see it right there. Seyton shooting that underhook. That gives you the opportunity to get up on your side and make some space. If you can't get that underhook, you have a hard time getting up and getting out of that side control position from the bottom.
Good thing for Riksta right here. Able to hold on to this position. You know, Seyton's tried to get out of it a couple of times. I mean, Seyton's going to do a good job of not allowing Riksta to get full mount, but Riksta holding on to this position, doing some damage.
Yeah, Seyton, Seyton's just kind of stuck here right now. You seeing him? He's going to shoot again. He's going to look for that underhook on the side again, on the far side, but, he's had a hard time. Riksta's timed it well every time and been able to block him. There he goes again. He's going to try and get up, and he gets it. That's the key. You get up on your side, you're able to create that space, you get back to your feet.
Riksta going for that big knee and just misses.
Back to their feet they are. Both guys have already been stunned in this matchup. This is for a shot at going to the finals next month. You win here, you're in the finals. You could be named the best of the best at EA Sports MMA as we head towards the 1-year anniversary of the game.
Both guys very, very active here.
This game is a masterpiece. All fans of mixed martial arts. This is the game we always wanted. All the rules we wanted, all the different things to be able to play in the game. It's all right there.
Good shot there by Riksta. Little dirty boxing maybe coming. He's got the double underhooks looking for a takedown again.
Stomp of the foot there by Seyton.
Good knees there by Riksta.
Digs inside looking for the underhook. Does Seyton. He's still double unders and he gets taken down.
There's a takedown right in the side control once again, looking for full mount, and he gets it.
This is a bad spot for KingSeyton. He does not want to be here. He's got to try and buck and roll. Does not want to be in this position. Riksta on top. There he gets it. He gets the roll.
Good job there by KingSeyton. Get out of that position. Get on top. Full guard here.
That's a timing thing right there, and KingSeyton has had excellent timing thus far tonight. Been in some bad positions, but been able to escape. Oh, but he ends up getting turned right there. Half guard for KingSeyton, and he passes right away, does Riksta.
He does. He's able to throw some big shots.
Very disheartening when you fight that hard to get another position. You end up right back at square one, and you're just a lot more tired.
Big right hands. You can see KingSeyton trying to throw back, and Riksta holding on to this position, laying a couple big shots, and this fight's over.
We saw it in the last round. You can't try and throw punches from the bottom when you're mounted. You're not going to win that fight.
You got to scramble, try to get out of that position, and Riksta lands a couple of big right hands, and he will be moving on to the finals of the tournament.
Nice job there by Riksta. Good back and forth match. Great fight, as always, by KingSeyton, but Riksta just too much tonight. See the finish here, yeah.
Look at those big right hands. That second one finishing him off right there. He goes out cold.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by knockout, Cy Webb.
Riksta moves on next month. He will fight in the finals, the best of the best.
He got knocked down early on in this fight, but after that he was able to get control. Got Satan down on the ground a couple of times, roughed him up. That second time, able to finish him off. You can take a look at the numbers here. Very active guys. Look at that. I mean, you're talking about a fight that went less than 10 minutes, and both of these guys combined for over 500 strikes thrown. You know, Riksta able to land 182 strikes, and the most important ones down on the ground once he got full mount, able to land some clean shots and be able to finish off KingSeyton.
That was Riksta's story tonight. In both of his fights, he was able to control his opponent on the ground and eventually finish them off.
And coming up next, For Life taking on Toyooka. Toyooka, of course, a late replacement in the quarterfinals, was able to win his fight taking on For Life, who won in a big upset victory as he was able to beat a master red belt in Serdov, who's ranked 3rd overall in the game. Both these guys advancing here to the semifinals.
This is almost like a battle of dark horses. For Life wasn't supposed to be here. Toyooka wasn't even in the tournament. He came in as a replacement. Now one of these guys is going to the finals.
Take a closer look at these two fighters. Health is through the roof for both of them. You can see very low submission skills. A Muay Thai fighter taking on a boxer. We expect this fight to be on their feet and see if these guys can trade. You can see, obviously, with Toyooka, bigger body type, packs a punch. That doesn't always equate to winning, though, sometimes, especially if you can throw punches and bunches like we expect from For Life.
Yeah, For Life, the one thing that really impressed us, he came in and he looks so good. He doesn't have a ton of fights, but he's got a fantastic record.
Yeah, he's a black belt. We talked about that record now. He's now 132-8 overall.
Only 8 losses. That is out of this world, man. Going to see Toyooka coming out first. Big man, red mohawk, victorious.
Yeah, beat Ulio in the quarterfinals.
Had to consider that one an upset.
And we see For Life here, as I noted, beat Serdov earlier tonight in the upset win.
That is the upset of upsets, man.
Yeah, and he's now 3-0 all-time in live broadcast appearances. Don't pay attention to the records. You're really not indicative of how experienced these fighters are, except for when it comes to For Life. That is an accurate accurate portrayal of his record.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us at Sao Paulo Stadium. Introducing first, the challenger. This man is a boxer, fighting out of the United States, Kenji Punisher Tanaka.
There is Toyooka.
And now, the challenger in the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai fighter, fighting out of Brazil, Ruthless Rico Rodriguez.
There he is, For Life.
Está pronto? Você está pronto? Vamos lá, lutem!
Here we go, second fight of the semifinals. The big man, power, pack puncher in Toyooka taking on the quicker fighter in For Life, who's actually the taller of the two men.
Absolutely. The winner of this matchup going to be taking on Riksta in the finals. It's a best-of-5 series coming up next month. One match in each weight class. Toyooka looking busy to start out here.
For Life kind of biding his time, but Toyooka being very aggressive here.
Hey, you don't want to play around too long with Toyooka, man. He's got some power in his punches. As we saw in the last matchup. For Life, he's got plenty of power too. We saw that when he took out Serdov.
Nailed him with the big right kick to the head and took him out. Very, very skilled fighter.
Couple shots there by For Life.
It's funny how aggressive you can be early on in the fight, and then just a minute later, you kind of pick your spots. Be a little bit more cautious.
That is true. Toyooka in the red and black, For Life, black and whites. For a shot at the finals. That final card we were talking about, some special matches. We'll have Stick taking on Rupp in a battle of the promoters.
Our good friend Jason from MiddleEasy.com. We putting together some fights as well.
You and I going to be matched up.
Toe-to-toe.
That was the demand of the community, apparently. They're going to be sorely disappointed when they see that matchup. They're going to be like, how are these guys calling these fights all this time, saying what we need to do? They suck. They're awful. It's like that sometimes. You can be a coach and not quite the great athlete.
Exactly. We've seen that plenty of times.
Yeah. Just because we can tell you what to do doesn't mean we can actually do it. Just do what we say.
That's why we're part of the broadcast team and not the fighters.
The next broadcast, we will be fighting. I believe Vic Lugo going to come in to help call the action. Preston will be in there. I'm sure Nick Lang will be there. It's going to be a big event, the 1-year anniversary of EA Sports MMA upon the release.
Coming up on October 19th, that'll be the finals. And don't forget, in the finals matchup, it'll be a best-of-5 series, each fight taking place in a different weight class.
One of these men will take on Riksta.
And For Life is in trouble. He's down. Toyooka trying to unload on him here. A couple big left hands. For Life is going to be able to hang on here, but damage has been done. Toyooka wants to get back up on his feet.
One thing I noticed about Toyooka, he just seems slower. He's got power.
Definitely is slower, but that's what happens when you use a guy with a lot of power. You're going to give up that speed advantage, but you get the power advantage. And that's what he's just looking for, is those 1 or 2 big shots. A couple of big openings there, and big takedown right there, right in the side control.
Got those double underhooks. Now he's got the mount. Big trouble here. For Life is in a bad spot.
This is what we saw Toyooka do in his first fight earlier tonight against Julio. Got him in full mount, landed a couple of big shots, and able to finish the fight.
Don't try and fight from your bottom. You got to buck and roll. You got to get out of this position. You cannot stay mounted.
That's the rule. We've seen this happen a couple times tonight. When you get in this position on the ground, you've got to go back and forth and do everything you can to get out of full mount. Just a couple of shots, and you will be done for.
Bad spot here for Life. He's got to get out of this spot. He cannot stay mounted. He cannot fight any offense from being in the mounted position.
He's trying to fight out of his position. His stamina on his head's very, very low right here, though.
Now he's got back to his knees, but he's got his back taken. Back to mount again.
He's in bad shape here. He's trying to roll, but Toyooka, telling you, lands a couple more shots. This fight's going to be over.
It's going to be it. Toyooka's going to finish him right here. He's going to finish him. Somehow For Life has survived.
He's just trying to sit up to get 1 or 2 good, clean punches in.
Toyooka looking to finish, looking to move on to the finals here. For Life doing anything he can just to try and survive. That's it.
Big left hand, and this fight's over. So he said, you got that power. You're just looking for that one big shot. He got a position, and he landed that big shot. And Toyooka moves on to the finals, where he will take on Riksta.
What a big win. Toyooka comes in late. He is a replacement. He ends up taking it. He wins the tournament tonight, and he's going to move on to the finals coming up next month.
There's that big left hand. Power-packed punch lands flush in the jaw.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by knockout and the new light heavyweight champion, KingSeyton Punisher Tanaka.
They gave him the belt. They were so impressed with that performance, taking out For Life there.
I think that's his own belt. It's like an internet championship, you know. He kind of made up his own belt.
He's like, hey, yeah, look at me in the finals. Try and win this belt for me, Riksta.
Still got some work to go. We look at the numbers on this one. Toyooka dominating, lands 39 more strikes overall. And talk about when you are a guy that big, that strong, that powerful, you get in full mount. It only takes a couple of good, clean shots, take out your opponent. We saw it in the quarterfinals with Toyooka, did it again in the semifinals. We'll see if he can do it in the finals.
Yeah, I think both these guys, Toyooka and Riksta, they're going to be training hard for the match coming up October 19th. One thing to concentrate on, guys, is escaping from that mounted position. We saw the need for that tonight.
So the finals now set for the Rise to Greatness tournament. Riksta winning his fight by knockout in the first round. He will be taking on Toyooka, also victorious here tonight with a knockout in the first round. Finals coming up on October 19th. There'll be a best of 5, each fight taking place in a different weight class. Special attractions as well. Stick taking on Rupp. Thanks to them for all their fine work that they've done. That'll be a special battle of the promoters fight, plus Jason from MiddleEasy.com put together some fights as well. And Dickerman and myself will be going toe-to-toe on that broadcast too.
It'll be a great night of fights, that's for sure, Fritz. October 19th.
Yeah, join us then for the finals here for Dickerman. I'm Brian Fritz. Catch you next time here.